This is the Coliseum interview.
I will say I love Walter. I love all the guys. I love everybody. But we each have a different purpose of why we're there. Maybe they were there for money. Maybe people at cons are there for that. I still don't charge anything at cons. If you want to buy something, you can. If you don't, you don't.
JDF has a history of disrespecting other Rangers and lying for his own benefit. I'm just going to say it straight out. So what? So with that in mind, JDF has shown a history of lying to get out of things like the 30th anniversary special. But he claims that he still didn't charge anything at cons, and he made that in the previous clip. He made that very clear. It wasn't about an appearance fee or about the PPP. It was about at the cons, and that was at a con, and he was charging money. And for him to put down other people like Walter and say maybe they're in it for the money, he's doing the exact same thing. They're all in it for the money. The fact that he's hypocritical and trying to use this leverage of I don't charge well the other Rangers charge, so somehow that I'm like morally superior or whatever. That's just it doesn't line up. So
you mentioned that clip. The Coliseum interview was in 2017. That clip that you showed from 2012 was before the interview. And let me tell you the story. I didn't know Jason at that time. Or I knew him, but I wasn't his assistant at that time. And yes, Jason was super swamped at that show. New York Comic Con offered him an hour at a table when he couldn't even put his name. He couldn't even put like Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, nothing. And when he was walking with Tammy, he was like, yo, whose line is this? So long, all these people. He didn't know it was his line. You can tell in that video that it was a cluster. It was probably one of his first big shows ever. He didn't have the training that he had throughout the years. In fact, after that was that he said, there's no way. It looks so bad. Tammy handling money, all these people yelling about money. He hated that. And anyone can vouch, people that have volunteered at the shows can vouch that he would never post a price. He would never tell people, oh, have your cash out. I couldn't even mention like have money out and ready. Nothing. The only thing I can mention is have your cameras out and ready. When I feel like I know that when he meant, oh, I don't charge, is that he never pressured anyone to buy. You didn't have to buy at his table. If you didn't have money, you could still meet him. And you, Brent, as I'm sure you've gone to how many shows? A lot. You can probably see that a lot of actors won't meet you if you don't buy anything. He was never like that. That's why he says, I never charge. He gave free autographs. He had little cards, either Legend of the White Dragon or Train Me. He would sign that for free. That's what he meant. It was not an obligation to buy at his table. Ever. It was never an obligation.
All right.